What's up and welcome to a brand new episode of Headbanger's Kitchen. Folks, how do you make smoked mac and cheese without a smoker? Because believe it or not everyone has a smoker in their backyard. Some of us don't even have a backyard. But mac and cheese is a universally loved dish. It's comfort food, it's something I grew up eating. And I'm going to show you a cheats version of smoked mac and cheese today. Anyway, enough jibber jabber, let's get cooking.
For this recipe, I'll be using some guanciale to bring some smoky flavor to the dish. This is a cured Italian meat made with jowl or cheek of the pig. It's used to make dishes like carbonara. You can of course alternatively use some smoked bacon if you can't find this where you live. Anyway, I cut about 100 grams of this into cubes for the recipe. The next ingredient I need is some smoked cheese, which will also enhance the smoky flavor. I just grate the cheese, and I like this little trick of having the grater horizontally so that it collects all the cheese, and then I can just pop that onto a plate. Once it's done, I set it aside. Next, I got a pot of water on the stove and I bring it to a boil. I season it with salt and then in goes my macaroni to cook for about 10 minutes. Read the instructions on the packet. Once done, I remove it and set it aside. Time to make the mac and cheese, and we start with the guanciale in a cold pan and turn on the heat. Now you just let that fat render out and you'll get quite a lot of that fat, and the pork will basically deep fry in its own fat and it'll get nice and crispy. Once that happens, remove the guanciale from the pan and set it aside, and also pour out the fat and save it because we'll be using it later. Get 2 tablespoons of that fat back in the pan and then add 2 tablespoons of flour to that and give it a good mix. Now we want to cook this out for about 2 minutes. We're basically making a roux or a white sauce. To this we add 2 cups of milk, but the trick here is to add it slowly and constantly whisk everything, which is why I shifted over from a spoon to a whisk. And now just keep at it till all the milk has been incorporated in, and you will have a nice smooth white sauce. Into that I will grate a bit of nutmeg. I also add some smoked paprika to it, and then I add our smoked cheese. Now give that a whisk and let it cook and slowly thicken up. I also add a dollop of cream cheese. I season it with salt and pepper, and now the sauce tastes perfect. In goes the crispy guanciale and the macaroni that we cooked, and give it all a good mix. If it feels a bit thick or dry, just add more milk, which I do now, and our mac and cheese is ready to be smoked. But I don't own a smoker. So in goes a bowl and some coal, and pour some of that pork fat on the coal, and as it smokes, cover it now and let it smoke for 10 to 15 minutes. Now I open that up and my mac and cheese is looking a bit dry, so I'm going to add some more milk to loosen it up, and the smoked mac and cheese is ready to go actually. You can just eat it now, no problem. But I want to take this up a notch, so I'm going to bake a portion of it. I put some of that mac and cheese in a casserole dish, panko breadcrumbs on top, and some grated parmesan cheese. And then into my preheated oven it goes, just to broil and brown the top. Halfway through I take it out and pour some of that rendered pork fat on it to help it crisp up, and now in about 10 minutes it's done and ready. And it looks nice and crispy on top. I mean, just look at that. Of course I've got to serve myself some of that mac and cheese, and it looks really good. And that's our smoked mac and cheese without a smoker, done and ready. Now let's dig in. And it is smoky.
I'm Jopu, I'm a hotelier, I'm from Kerala.
Nikita, and I'm a creative consultant.
I'm Shahan, and I work in advertising.
Have you ever eaten mac and cheese?
Of course, who hasn't?
And do you like mac and cheese?
I love it. Comfort food.
I'm not such a big fan.
Oh, you're not a big fan?
No. But I do, I'm sure if you've cooked it, it'll be good.
Oh, now
I've just had it from, I've had that Kraft, the American...
Kraft mac and cheese?
Yeah, Kraft mac and cheese. It was okay.
I love mac and cheese.
You do?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And what do you rate normal mac and cheese on a scale of 1 to 10?
Like 8.5. Comfort food, it's mac and cheese.
I wouldn't give mac and cheese anything above 8 or 9. And there's just like some truffle shavings and stuff like that on top. Then it's fancy.
6.
Do you find it because a lot of Indians find mac and cheese bland?
No, I don't find it bland as such. But then yeah, it would be better for some more flavor, a tingle to it.
Okay, I love it. I love that it's a little crispy, crunchy. I love the smoked.
This is not the mac and cheese I ate in that craft box.
I can get the smoky part that you're talking about. It's really good.
Recipe, please.
I don't know what this crispy outer layer, but I really like it.
I like that it's creamy. The smokiness is not overpowering, but it's there. It's prominent. But I can taste that cheesiness. It's very mushy with the cheese. Love it. And I like the crunch that's there as well.
I mean, the more I'm eating it, the more I'm liking it.
And if you had to rate this dish on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate it?
9.5 compared to regular mac and cheese, definitely 9.5 for sure.
I think 8, because I would like it a little bit more creamier. It's a bit dry for my taste, but I think 8.5 would do good.
Oh, this is a 8.1.
Nice. Alright folks, it's time for me to taste the mac and cheese and I can't wait to dig in. So that's what I'm gonna do. Smoky, creamy, cheesy. That's the best way to describe it. And the crunch of that panko. Let me finish chewing. This is great. And the best part is you can make this into a complete meal. Add some vegetables, some chicken. This is the blank canvas that you can paint on. I hope you guys are going to make this at home, especially those of you who don't own a smoker or a barbecue, in your backyard. Definitely make this. Let me know how it turns out, and I will see you on the next episode of Headbangers Kitchen. Until then, cheers and keep cooking. And of course, a big thank you to everyone who supports me on Patreon and on the YouTube channel memberships. You are all awesome. And if you'd like to join the club, click the link below this video. Take care.